Over to the AFC, where the Steelers have started their season 2-0 with Justin Fields on the center. Not much offensive production for Pittsburgh through the first 2 games, but hey, a win is a win, and that defense dominated getting after Broncos rookie QB Bo Nix in Week 2. With a solid 2-0 start for the season, Mike Tomlin isn't in any rush to switch QBs before it's time. Take a listen to his thoughts. It's new on SportsCenter.
As I sit here today, Russ is not scheduled to be a full participant in practice, and so we're ready in a plan that features Justin and his readiness. We'll follow Russ throughout the week. And if his participation gets to a level in participation and quality where we should consider him, we'll delve into that at that time. And obviously, when that happens is a component of the consideration. But as I sit here today, he is not scheduled to be a full participant tomorrow in practice. And so we're readying ourselves around Justin, and we'll stay in that mindset until something else happens. Hypotheticals is a waste of our time.
Ooh, we now welcome in our Steelers reporter, Brooke Pryor. Brooke, you were in that room with Mike Tomlin not too long ago. He clearly does not want to speculate, but what more did you learn about Tomlin's position about his 2 quarterbacks?
Yeah, Amina, it's not just what Mike Tomlin said, but how he said it. Notice how deliberate he was in those word choices and how slowly he was rolling out that statement. The rest of his opening statements of his Tuesday's press conferences go really fast. Sometimes it feels like you're trying to drink water from a fire hydrant when you're tweeting and he's talking, but he wanted to make sure that we all heard exactly what he was saying. Just like that, he is managing this quarterback situation very carefully. I thought the crux of his approach to this quarterback situation came later in the press conference when he was asked about the depth chart, which, by the way, right now still shows Russell Wilson as QB1, Justin Fields as QB2. And he said, hey, guys, look, my approach to the pecking order and the depth chart has not changed, and it will not until the other guy is healthy. And then we'll give it real consideration. Which means that while Russell Wilson is still sidelined with this calf injury, Mike Tomlin isn't going to entertain questions about if Justin Fields has done enough to become the long-term starter. So basically, quit asking. Doesn't mean I'm going to, but he would really like if I would stop.
Yeah, Mike Tomlin, very intentional with his words in that press conference. He also delivered another Tomlinism. What more can you tell us about that, Brooke?
Well, I asked Mike Tomlin about the petty game ball that Justin Fields said that Tomlin gave Russell Wilson after the Steelers beat the Denver Broncos. And Tomlin essentially told me to mind my business, but he did it in a way that only he can.
But is this certain things as a leader that I talk to the collective about that I have zero intentions of sharing with the larger public, because it's about our collective and how we come together and how we appreciate and support one another. And, you know, I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it.
I mean, listen, he doesn't know. Maybe I want my hot dog with mustard, and I'm fine knowing the ingredients. But, again, I'm going to keep asking because the petty game ball is incredible. So, you know, Mike Tomlin doesn't always like the questions, but he's going to give you a good line in response.
That definitely was a good line, and one I really wasn't expecting. Brooke Pryor with the latest. Something I was expecting, seeing Jeff Saturday over here on the show. And, Jeff, I could see your face listening to Mike Tomlin when he delivered that line. Just quick reaction to what Mike Tomlin had to say to Brooke.
You got to love it, man. He's not going to give you all the info. That's just him. He knows what his team likes. He knows how to get them fired up. There's a reason he's been coaching as long as he has, but I love the way that he frames it to Brooke. By the way, fellow Tar Heel, that's what I'm talking about, doing a great job in Pittsburgh.
Absolutely. Now let's get back to this team. Russell Wilson is healthy enough come game time on Sunday. Who should Mike Tomlin turn to for his starting QB?
Well, and I think unless Russell Wilson practices tomorrow, he's not going to have a chance to play. I think that's one of Tomlin's big deals. I think he wants to see his players participate through a week of practice, see if they differentiate in their practice time. I don't think he's willing to roll the dice and see, hey, if I roll Russell Wilson out for the first drive or the first series or two and he sets himself back, I think he wants whoever's going to be playing to take the lion's share of those reps. He wants practice players. I mean, I think that's what he's looking to do. And if Russell Wilson can't get out there and practice until he can, he's going to keep riding with Fields. And again, you can't say that Fields has done enough or not because you don't know what Tomlin is looking for. If he's looking for wins, they're obviously 2-0. If they're looking for yardage, for extended drives, all those kinds of things. But I do think Justin Fields progressed from week 1 to week 2. He threw the ball down the middle of the field. I think he was 2 of 3 down the middle of the field, and he continues to give them a chance to win. Now, is their defense always going to play in everybody else's backfield? Hopefully, if you're a Steelers fan, but I don't think it's going to happen each and every week. 115 yards passing each week's probably not going to do much to win. But right now they're 2-0 and sitting at the top of that AFC North. Can't be upset about it.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense to switch quarterbacks when you're sitting at 2-0 right now to start the season.
Right.
Jeff Saturday with the insight. Thanks so much, Jeff.